Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a tag video called the MyTube Tag. This was created originally by Thrifty Beauty and I was tagged by Amber F a little while ago. Let's see, I was tagged by Amber F about a month ago at this point, and I've been meaning to do this video and I keep putting it off, and then there's like every other weekend I just haven't been filming, so I'm finally getting around to doing it and doing it now. This tag is basically centered around the idea of why did you start YouTube and what are your goals for your channels and those types of ideas. So I've really loved watching these videos and seeing other people and why they started their channel, and so I thought I would go ahead and share with you guys. I started YouTube, I started my account originally back in like 2007, and then I really got into the beauty community and watching YouTube videos a ton. Probably about 2011, and then I finally created my channel and started uploading videos at the beginning of this year, towards the end of February. So it's been about 6 months now. Well, I started watching a bunch of videos because I was super bored. I moved to a new town where I didn't know anybody at the beginning of summer, and I didn't start my job teaching until the fall, so I had about 2 months that I was in this town where I didn't know anybody, that I was completely bored out of my mind, so all I had was the internet. So I started watching these makeup tutorials and these hair tutorials and realizing that there were all these makeup brands that I'd never really known anything about, and I actually had them within about an hour drive of me now, so I started experimenting with makeup. And I started commenting and getting into that, and I thought that it would be fun to make videos like that. So I really started making videos. I'd been considering it for a couple years, and then I decided that I just wanted to go ahead and do it. And I was just really waiting for a good camera and a better computer to be able to edit the videos on. So I finally got both of those in this past year and decided to start my channel. And I really wanted to be able to share some products that I knew about that I hadn't heard a whole lot about, and to share some tips and tricks and things like that that I knew. I also just thought it would be fun to connect with people. I really have enjoyed being able to chat with people about products and share information with people and share opinions with people. Yeah, so that's kind of a rambly version of why I started my channel. The meaning behind my YouTube name is really just my first and middle name. That's pretty much all there is to it. I don't have anything really special or interesting about my name. It's just my first and middle name. I would say that technically a big umbrella, I'm in the beauty community on YouTube, but more specifically the crew that I'm kind of within that is more of the Project Pan group. I found that I connect most with the YouTubers that do the Project Pans and the finished 5x falls, and I'm not necessarily somebody that does a ton of hauls and buys a bunch of stuff all the time. That's not really what I'm into. I like to share what I've used up and what I've really been loving, and I think I'm part of that Project Pan community more than anything. I post a lot of empties videos, Project Pan favorites. I like to do reviews, which don't usually get as many views, but I really like to share my opinion on products. I've really enjoyed my decluttering series, and I've gotten a lot of good response on my decluttering, which I'm sure I will do semi-regularly, because even now I know that there's more stuff that I could go through and declutter and get rid of from my collection, and people really seem to enjoy watching those. I would like to get more into just kind of chatting videos. I haven't done a whole lot of those. I filmed one that I haven't uploaded yet, but other than that I don't do a whole lot of just chatting necessarily about a certain topic, but I would like to do that. And I do tag videos, and that's kind of it. I have done some getting ready with me videos, and I would like to do more of those. I have to do those on weekends, and I don't always have a lot of time for those, to do them during the week or anything like that, so maybe I'll do more of those at some point, but it's kind of the basis of what I do. I would say my goals are basically to share things that I know, to share my tips and tricks and things that I've learned, to be able to share like big sales and things like that, and money saving tips, as well as product tips that I have, as well as being kind of a motivator and cheerleader for people. I feel like I've been able to motivate other people through Project Pan, and I've been able to connect with other people and be a cheerleader on their channels for them, and as well as they've motivated me, which has been great, and just to be a part of a community, really. The best part about being on YouTube, and everyone says this, but it's really connecting with other people. So I love being able to have conversations with people about products and about best ways to use things. I've gotten great tips from people about ways to use products that haven't been working for me, and that's just kind of the goal, is to be able to connect with people and have conversations with people. And that's been great. I guess what I'm here to accomplish is pretty much what I said in my goals, to be able to be a part of a community and to share tips and tricks and learn tips and tricks from people, and just start conversations about beauty and makeup and things like that, because that's really the best part about being on YouTube. I get to learn a lot from other people, but hopefully I get to share some things that I've learned as well. There's a bunch of people that I watch that I think are great inspirations. I absolutely adore Leanne Says. She is one that has blown up. She's got a ton of followers and a ton of subscribers, but she still posts regularly, and she still seems very down to earth and friendly. She still responds to a ton of comments. There's a lot of people that I see that got huge that don't really film videos anymore, or that don't really respond to comments very often. And I think she is one that has really stayed true to kind of herself and her YouTube following. I think she's great. I love Emily from Beauty Broadcast. I think that even though she has a ton of followers and that YouTuber is her job now, she still does a great job of being very truthful and forthcoming about the products that she reviews, and she's always honest about what she reviews. She doesn't buy into the hype. I feel like a lot of people, as they get big, they get a ton of products, and that they're constantly talking about those products even if they're not great, which I don't think is necessarily okay. So I think the people that I like most are the ones that got big on YouTube, that are still really down to earth and very honest and true to themselves. I have learned a ton from YouTube. Basically, most of the stuff that I know about makeup is stuff that I learned from YouTube. I was talking about in my Throwback Thursday video that most of my face routine I've learned in the last few years. I learned how to blend my eyeshadow. I learned how to apply different colors. I learned how to do my brows and what to make those look like, to make them look decent. A lot of the stuff that I know about makeup now, I learned because of YouTube, and I've learned really what products that I know that I should go for and what I shouldn't based on my skin type. I've also kind of learned not to always go with the hype and not to necessarily go with things just because people talk about them. There's some things that I know live up to the hype and expectation, but there's a lot of things that I've learned that I shouldn't go with just because people are talking about it. Like, there's a lot of things that get really hyped up that I don't think are always the best, but I hear everyone talking about them, and I know now that that's probably because they've just been sent those products. I've learned a ton from YouTube, really. I think that anybody that has a YouTube channel should answer these questions. Anybody that's watching this that would like to answer these questions, I would say definitely go for it. It's a great questionnaire. I love to see why people started their channels and what their motivations were, what they've learned, what they've feel like they've accomplished. I think it's really interesting. So if you want to answer these questions, please feel free. Leave it in the comments below. I've seen it going around. It's probably a bit old now, but if you haven't done this, I would love to see it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.